Welcome to the Grade 5 video for best practices. Compare and order decimals. As we explore here, we will discuss what one could see and hear as they visit mathematics classrooms. Let's say you are planning a party for your students at school or a celebration for your family and friends at home. Obviously, you would need to purchase some food items. Here we see some flyers where we can compare prices. I know I'm always out and about comparing prices and looking for the best deal. In this unit, we will explore how to plot, order, and compare decimals up to the thousandths. In this unit, you will see these key concepts being taught. These goals can also be found in the STEMscopes parent letter. I can plot multi-digit numbers with decimals on a number line. I can compare multi-digit numbers with decimals. I can order multi-digit numbers with decimals. What should we see happening in the classroom to help students achieve these goals? Here we see a short snippet from the STEMscopes Explore video. The student would be asked to use a set of data to model using a place value chart and place value discs. Then they transfer that information to write the numeral values in the chart. Students would be then asked to plot the values on the number line, and finally to justify which number is greater, using the less than, greater than, or equal to symbols. This is all part of the CRA approach: concrete, representational, and abstract. You'll notice a copy of the mathematical reasoning and thinking poster in the corner. This lesson would highlight MTR 2 and 5. The types of questions we ask the students will help facilitate the student conversation in the math classroom. Here are a few examples of math chat questions taken from STEMscopes. You'll notice that these questions are typically open-ended and will elicit conversations from the students. In the first question shown here, students should be able to respond correctly as to which number was greater and which number was less than. As we listen in, we want to hear students talking about the value of those digits and listening in for place value vocabulary. Here we see another question asking students how a number line can help them to compare decimals. If the students are using number lines as a tool to compare or order decimals, we should listen in to conversation where they use that halfway benchmark as a guide to help them decide where those numbers would fall within a given number line. Finally, we see a question asking students which direction did they move as they were comparing the digits in each number. Students should be able to explain the process of comparing numbers by starting on the left, starting with that digit in the highest place value, and then moving to the right as they continue to compare the digit and the value of those digits. The conversation from these could demonstrate MTR 1, 2, and 5. As students engage in exploration and discuss their learning, it is important for both the teacher and student to engage using correct vocabulary terms. Here is a list of some of the possible vocabulary terms we could hear during this unit. This list can be found on the STEMscopes parent letter as well. Throughout the unit of study, we see multiple opportunities for the students to demonstrate their knowledge and understanding. This may include students' journals or could include exit tickets during the Explore, or the Show What You Know tasks as a follow-up. Students may also use the fluency builders with games to practice and elaborate on their content knowledge. These activities also provide the teacher with informal assessment to gauge the students' understanding throughout the unit. As we visit classrooms, we may want to ask students questions to better gauge their understanding of the current content. Here we see a couple of different questions we could ask to gauge their understanding of plotting, ordering, and comparing numbers with decimals up to the thousandths. These questions came directly from the benchmark pages on mathsmarts.com, which can be found by clicking on any of the benchmark links found in the instructional guides. These student responses to these questions could demonstrate MTR 1, 4, and 5. We all want students to continue their learning at home. We would like them to take home an engaging task or activity. These activities are both taken from the STEMscopes parent letter. On the menu math task, students could use menus, found either online or taken from a restaurant, to choose 4 items and then order the value of those prices from least to greatest. Justifying their answer in a discussion will help cement their understanding of the benchmark. Another activity which can be found is time yourself. This activity would help the students use their ordering and comparing numbers to the thousandths place. Students could use the stopwatch on a cell phone if an actual stopwatch is not available at home. Hopefully, the real-world examples shown and explained here in this video demonstrate the importance for our students to be able to order and compare numbers with decimals to the thousandths place. Whether they are ordering items from a restaurant, participating in a race, or purchasing food from a local store, students will need to understand the value of those decimal amounts to compare, order, and to make sound decisions in the real world. See you soon for the next Best Practices video.